Hey everyone, in this tutorial I'd like to show you the power of modifiers in Blender. So for that I'd like to create a simple shape like a plane rotated 90 degrees, and I'd like to create a simple door, let's say. So I subdivide it 2 times. Then I delete these spaces and then GG this vertices bit up, and then I'd like to add in a subdivision surface modifier just so that we can see how the shape is looking after subdivision. I pretty like it. Maybe I bring this one just a touch down. And I also create a loop cut here and the loop cut here. Then I disable this. Now I would like to add in an array modifier. What it does is create duplicates. As you can see, the object is 1:1:1 scale. So it moved 1 to the right in the X factor and with 2 counts. If we increase this to 10, let's say, it created 10 duplicates, or let's say maybe 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, so we have 10 with the first one. So if we now duplicate this with this drop down menu, we can change the factor from X to 0 and put here 1. Also, I'd like to apply all transforms, so the Z-axis is up. Because we rotated the object, the Y-axis pointed upwards, but I wanted to get rid of the transforms anyway. And now if we add in a subdivision modifier here, as you can see, the edges here are curved. That's of course not what we want. There's a merge option here, so if we press it, it will be gone. And also I'd like to go into wireframe mode, and as you can see, it these two edges aren't aligned well. That's an easy fix. I'd like to turn everything off in the edit mode. So now if I select this object and press to edit mode, I can still see the original one. I'd like to check the vertex option here. While this selected, grab it down and point to this vertex. That should solve this issue. Now it looks great. Now another modifier that can be really handy is the simple deform. So let's add it in. As you can see, it twisted the object. I'd like to bend it. So I check the bend option, and I want to bend it in the Z-axis. So I check the Z here and type here 360. That way the object is wrapped around itself, and I'd like to enable the subdivision. As you can see, we get a pretty great result right now. I'd like to shade it smooth. And as you can see, the first and the last vertices aren't joined or merged. We could check the array option that first last copies are merged, but it doesn't work because we add simple deform in after this operation. So I like to move in the simple deform to so it calculates before the subdivision, and after that I'd like to add in a Weld modifier. What that does is find the vertices that's close together and merge these and as you can see, the first and the last is merged now. We can also check if it is the first and the last copies, so let's decrease this. Yes, and as you can see, if I move it closer, it merged. So the beauty of this workflow is that now if I'd like to let's say increase the count of this to like 20, I can do it easily. It kinda looks like a Colosseum or something. And now I'd like to add in a Solidify modifier. What that does is it gives thickness to the object, so it's not a flat plane anymore. I'd like to calculate it before the subdivision modifier, and I also like to disable the edit mode option here. And I'd like to add in a thickness of, let's say, 15. And also, after the Solidify modifier, as you can see, these edges are sharp now. If we disable this, I'd like to add in a Bevel modifier now. And move it before the subdivision, and let's decrease this to like 0.05, let's say. And if we enable this again, also I'd like to add in 2 segments. So if we enable it again and then change back to shade smooth, we have a pretty great model here. One thing you can notice is that this edge remains sharp as well, that we can decrease this or actually increase this to like 80, and all the edges will be gone from beveling. And these are 90 degrees, so we can increase it nearly like 90. And on top of that, we can also add in a lattice modifier. So for that, I add in a lattice here, go to top view, grab it somewhere in the middle. I don't want to be too precise on this, I just want to show you what you can do with this tool. Scale it from this view a bit better. You can add in more cuts, like let's say you'd like 5. Let's say you can do that here. And if you now go back to the object and add in lattice here before the subdivision, you can select the lattice from there, and did it select? Yes, it selected it. And if you go into the edit mode with the lattice selected, you can grab, let's say, these points, scale these, and you can create pretty interesting shapes with that. Also, I don't know why I don't have 5 here. That's a bug, I think. But you can create pretty interesting shapes. Also, you can rotate it if you want. Another cool way to rotate this is jump back to the modifiers. I want to delete the lattice. And let's duplicate this simple deform. Duplicate it. And as you can see, it created a very interesting shape. I'd like to twist it. And also I'd like to decrease the count here a bit for like 10. Just so that we don't have to wait much time while it calculates the results. So I'd like to do it on twist. I'd like to do it after the bend option here, and as you can see, it twisted it in a very interesting way. That looks cool, but you're probably wondering what if we want to set the pivot point to the center of the object. That's an easy fix. For that, I'd like to disable the twist option for now, and I'd like to go to this review and add in a cube somewhere in the middle, let's say like that. And after that I jump back to this object and select the origin point to be the cube here, and if we enable this again, it will twist it from the center point. Maybe it is a little bit too much, but now if we grab this right there, we can twist it, we can play around with it. So that's what I wanted to show you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. See you in the next video. Bye!